Whether you're single, searching, married, or divorced, the holidays are coming and your love life could be affected in one way or another.
That's right. And here with tips on keeping your heart happy for the holidays is Essence Magazine's relationship editor, Charreah Jackson.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
This is a juicy time of the year.
It really is. Scandal happens sometimes.
Tis the season.
Tis the season to love.
For scandal.
But tis the season for some scandal sometimes,
be, but it doesn't have to be.
Okay.
A lot of breakups do happen around this time of year. Is it because, you know, people are too cheap to give gifts? What is it?
Well, that's a part of it. You know, the holiday season, Facebook experiences the highest amount of breakups a few weeks before Christmas. So it's definitely the fact, but it's a mixture of things that come together. So your priorities are put on Front Street when Christmas comes. So I can be telling you, baby, I love you, baby, you're most important to me. But Christmas Eve, Christmas, if we're not together, that definitely will let me know that what you're saying doesn't always pan out. And so you see people realize that, you know what, maybe this was good for a little while, but I want to let it go for now. And it's not a bad thing to say that actually this isn't working for me anymore. I encourage people to be honest, and it does save a little bit of money instead of going through the emotions and you're not feeling it come New Year's.
And sometimes you don't want to take that baggage into the new year.
Absolutely, and you don't have to. And we encourage women. And the other part of it is that the holiday season is can be a great season to be single. So if you are gonna
why do you say that? Because a lot of people say it's depressing for single people. You know, by yourself.
No,
why?
You know what?
It's because
there's so
parties.
many events. Like you need to RSVP yes to everything, and you go out there. Your office has a party. Your friends' offices have a party. Your neighborhood, your building. So there's so many opportunities to meet new people. And the majority of people who get married still are marrying people they meet through their social network. And you also bring up the fact of the couple component. So that's a reason some singles are like, oh my gosh, it's going to be all these couples. But the fact is that these couples and married folks make the best matchmakers. So when you do go out and you see couples, you let them know, hey, I'm dating, I'm open to meeting new people, and they will let you know because
hook you up with their friends.
Yeah, they know who's single. The same way Santa knows who's naughty and who's nice, married folks know who's single and who to stay away from. So you let them know what's going on.
Well, what about those people who are itching to rekindle the fire with an ex?
Oh my God, that's one of the biggest tips. If you check out the December issue of Essence, we talk about that. Do not open the X-Files. It's very tempting. We're singing the song, we're feeling all warm, and you start to block out some of the reasons you parted and you amplify, oh, we had such a great time together. But there's a reason you guys aren't together. So you have to keep that in the top of your mind as you start to go home for the holidays and see that ex-boyfriend to say that actually let's keep that in the past and let's go forward.
Stay away from that mistletoe.
Stay away. You know he's like, come here, girl.
Avoid eggnog around the exes. I like that.
That's a nice one.
I like that.
I like.
What about the person who's in and out of relationships? Should
they
jump into one right now, or should they just chill out and wait till the new year?
You know, if you are active, there's a difference between being an active dater and a serial monogamous. And that serial monogamous is always in love and introducing you around. And so this season for that serial monogamous, have fun, but realize it is just a season. So don't put all your eggs thinking he is the one when it might just be for this season. He just wants someone. And also, if you are in and out of relationships, don't think because you've gotten an invite home to the holiday dinner that means more than just dinner. You don't know who was there for Thanksgiving, so don't automatically imagine that. It's true. It's real. It's, one of our experts says, you know, Christmas, going home for Christmas dinner now is not the same as it was in the 70s.
Okay, well, you bring up a good point because people, especially in new relationships, meeting the family could be do or die.
Oh my God.
It could make or break the relationship.
Oh my God.
What advice do you have for those people? Because how do you even know it's time for that step?
That's true.
And you know, it is very natural. It's really about a personal decision of family. So some people are make it a bigger priority than others. Some people's like, oh my gosh, if I'm not ready to marry you, you're not meeting mama. Where some people it's just like, hey, come along, have a good time. But if you are the inviter, you have to let people know what are the family dynamics. You're not going to be able to change your relatives, but you can help them be prepared for the fact that there are family members who are going to go back to the bar a few times. Or I was at Thanksgiving dinner.
That uncle. Everybody had an uncle.
I had a rapping relative at my man's school. And she's just
a rapping relative?
A rapping relative. I got 16 bars rapped to me as we were waiting for dessert. And I mean, it was fine. I mean, I didn't mind it. But imagine if it could have been very awkward. I could have not been able to have enjoyed that as much as I did. So you just kind of let people know. And you also let them know if there are any hot topics to avoid. If there are things.
Now, you say that to my family, they're going to make sure they bring up those hot topics.
No, you don't tell the family. You tell your partner, because you can't change your family. Your family is.
Stay away from politics, right? They always say leave politics out of there.
Absolutely. But even sometimes things that seem very innocent can be trigger points for different people. So you kind of let them know, and you let them know what are things you have in common. So my dad loves football, so that's something I'll always tell someone, or the man in my life, like, hey, these are some things that are easy ways for you to have a good conversation.
Give us some cheat sheet.
Give you some cheat sheet.
Let's get to the gifts. I hear you have do's and don'ts about gift giving during the holidays.
Yes, we do.
All right, get to it.
And the first thing is that you do plan ahead for your gifts. Don't just expect that because we're together all the time that your partner's going to know. We have a sidebar in the magazine where editors admit the horrible gifts we've gotten, from computer memory to a trash can.
Wow.
And so you have to take responsibility. She bought a new house, and he was like, yeah.
You need a trash can.
Can you imagine?
Practical. Really? Was there some diamonds on that trash can?
No.
Well.
And now, like she said, he was out with the trash not long after. I'm just saying.
So with gift giving, if you do not like the gift, should you say something then?
Absolutely. It's a tough one. My personal is to say no. You miss your chance. If you haven't really let this person know you wanted something else, and they're really coming from a heart, from the heart. Now, if it's just last minute and no thought, you're allowed to say, hey, this is not necessarily what I was thinking. But one way you can avoid any of that and that horrible look is to let them know. We have a rule. We say, make a Pinterest board where you just throughout the year for the next few weeks, just pin things that you would love to get. Make your list, tweet it twice, and let people know so that it's easier for that person. Because we've all been in, the mall, and you don't know what to get your mom. You don't know what to get someone you care about, and you want to get something they want. You just don't know. So make it easier for both of you all. Save your time and save your money by letting them know and sort of just putting it out there.
Oh, that's great advice.
Great tips, right?
I know. Thank you so much. Now I'm ready to get Lola's gift.
I told you where to go. Chanel, Dior. I'll make a Pinterest.
I have options.
YSL. I'll put Pinterest in there.
Thank you so much. And then for more ideas, we can get Essence, which is on stands now.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. The
December
cover's
issue.
amazing.
Yes.
Gabrielle Union. Woo! Gabrielle.
She brought it.
And you're watching Arise Entertainment 360.